Hare Krishna everyone, I am Kavya Budhiraja and welcome back to Being Krishna Conscious. The question is, why is Krishna giving me pain? I am a good human being. I always think about doing good with other people. I don't even think of killing an ant which I see on the road. Then why is it that Krishna is giving me pain? So let us try to see what Srimad Bhagavad Gita says in this regard. Shri Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, in chapter number 5, verse number 29, Bhokta Ram Yagya Tapasam Sarvaloka Maheshwaram Suhridam Sarvabhutanam Gyatva Mam Shantim Richati. He says, Bhokta Ram Yagya Tapasam, that I am Bhoktaram, I am the enjoyer and proprietor of Yagya Tapasam, all the sacrifices, all the yagyas and tapasyas. Sarvaloka Maheshwaram, I am the supreme proprietor, the supreme enjoyer and the supreme lord, the supreme controller of Sarvalok, all the planets, all the demigods. Suhridam, I am the benefactor, I am the ever well-wishing best friend. Suhridam Sarvabhutanam, of whom? Of all the living entities. Gyatva Mam Shantim Richati. Gyatva, knowing this, Mam, knowing me to be the ultimate benefactor, to be the ultimate enjoyer, and to be the ultimate proprietor of all the penances, all the austerities, and all the yagyas and tapasyas, Gyatva Mam Shantim Richati. Hey Arjun, to those living entities, I provide relief from material conditioning. So we all are actually seeking happiness, but happiness is just like that butterfly which we try to chase, but the more we try to run after it, the more it flies further away. So Krishna is actually providing the formula of happiness, the formula of peace in this verse. What is the formula? The formula is extremely simple. Whatever we are working, we need to have this consciousness that it is only Krishna who is the ultimate beneficiary of everything that we are doing, and he is our ever well-wishing best friend. Now tell me one thing, can our best friend ever wish bad for us? No, right? Because if he does, then he is definitely not our best friend. And above best friends is the concept of Suhridam. Suhridam means that person who is the ever well-wisher of all of us. He can never go against us. So Krishna says that I am the Suhridam of each and every living entity. So it's not really possible for any well-wisher like Krishna to actually make decision against us. You know, sometimes we feel that Krishna is not really listening to my prayers. I've been praying to get my dream job since last 10 years, yet Krishna is not fulfilling that. Well, let me tell you that Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Aham Beej Pradapita. And also we have learned that Krishna calls himself Suhridam of all the living entities. Aham Beej Pradapita means that I am seed-giving father of all the living entities. So on one place, he says that I am the father, the ultimate father of everyone. And on the other hand, he says I'm also the ever well-wishing best friend. So just like a son may demand anything from his father, but it is his father who knows that by providing such thing to my son, will it actually be beneficial for him or will it go against him? Similarly, Krishna does not only see the picture that is in front of him. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that, hey Arjun, I know the past, present and future of each and every single person, all the living entities. On the other hand, we have only seen just a portion, just a particle of what Krishna knows. So, of course, Krishna knows the exact picture as to what we really need. So thinking that I've been asking this particular thing from Krishna, which Krishna is not giving to me, which in turn makes him cruel, is not actually the right understanding. Krishna knows what's good for us and what's not. Now the other aspect is that why do we feel pain? Why do we experience anxiety? See, we need to understand that even after coming on the path of spirituality, pains will not stop. But Krishna definitely guarantees that once you have this Krishna consciousness, that you know I am the ultimate controller, and knowing this, you are doing all your work. Hey Arjun, it is my promise to all those living entities that I will provide them relief from material anxiety. So it is all about consciousness. The consciousness has to be molded in such a way that Krishna becomes the center of our lives. So is the situation something like this, that in order to progress on spirituality, are we really required to give up on our everyday duties? No, it is not. Just the consciousness has to be developed. Whatever I'm doing, I know that Krishna is the ultimate beneficiary out of this work, and that is why I'm going to offer anything and everything that I am receiving out of this work, the result, to Krishna. And this is what the entire concept of Krishna consciousness means. And let me tell you, even the name of this movement that Srila Prabhupada so lovingly kept, it was not International Society for Krishna. It was not International Society for God. Rather, it is International Society for Krishna Consciousness. The emphasis is to transform your consciousness. So, despite doing our everyday duties, if the consciousness is transformed, then Krishna promises us to relieve us from all the material conditionings. So, the formula is very much simple, that we need to understand that Krishna is Bhoktaram and he is Suhridam, ever well wishing best friend. And we know that our best friends would never ever do something which is not in our favor. So the ultimate understanding comes down to trusting Krishna, that we need to have a firm faith on Krishna. And how does that faith comes? When you start applying the principles that Sri Krishna mentions in the Bhagavad Gita. What are those principles? Man mana bhav mad bhakto madhyajimam namaskuru. Krishna says, become my devotee, worship me, pay obeisances unto me, and always remember me. This is very, very important, that we need to have a constant remembrance of Krishna. Ananyas chintayanto mam. So we need to constantly think about Krishna, and we need to understand that whatever is happening in my life, it is only because of the mercy of Lord Sri Krishna, and whatever he does is actually for me to get one step closer to our Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna. Hare Krishna, Jai Jai Shri Radhe Shyam, Jai Jai Srila Prabhupada, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol, Hare Krishna.